Take my hand, so we can do it again. Take my hand.
Someone give me say, I do well, Baba. Who won't be bad? I want to be Baba. Who won't be bad? Oluwa ṣe bàtàyé yọ ẹ̀yin là mú mi. Bàtàyé kọ mi ẹ̀yin lọ sàtọ̀ Jésù òmòrè ẹ máa kú ìtọ́jú mi. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ kú ìtọ́jú mi. Òmòrè ẹ máa kú ìtọ́jú mi o. Ẹ ṣé gan ẹ máa ṣe o. Ẹ kú ìtọ́jú mi. Òmòrè òmòrè òmòrè.
How you doing, everybody? Thank you very much for joining this episode of my show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, a fantastic Sunday afternoon. If you're joining from Facebook, how you doing? God bless you. Favor Oyinbo. How you doing? Olori Adebayo. Rosie Babs. How you doing today? Itao Pasa. God bless Sarah Ojudun. God bless you. Ajayi, Busayo, Clara. I want you guys to do me one favor. And please go ahead and share this on your wall. So let's get more people connected at this time. By the grace, a wonderful evening. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I'm trying to see what's going on. Something's going on. There's a kind of a fluctuation here. But that's well. Quickly, I want to just say this to you guys. Jesus did not promise that you will live a life that is free of situations and challenges. I want you to have that at the back of your mind. Every time you wake up and you go to God, Buki Balogo, thank you very much for the 150 star. Thank you. Every day you wake up, always remember, it's possible for situations to come into your life. It's possible for challenges to come your way, but it's not going to be to your downfall. It's actually going to be for your lifting. Chinwo Bajolu, how you doing? It's going to be for your lifting. And so I want you to get ready. You're going to be coming on my show now. So get to where I can invite you. You're going to come on the show to talk about what is going on right now. I'm going to put the link up there and we will be able to speak. So you can see it. It's right there. That's the link. So you will be able to click that link to come on my show. All right. So every day you wake up, whenever you wake up in the mornings, always remember, situations will always come. Like today's show was talking about how to stay calm. How to stay calm even when you're going through the storm. How to stay calm even though you're going through the storm. The storm will always come. It's part of life. You cannot pray them out. You cannot say no to them. You cannot say, oh, let them not come. They will definitely come. And when they come, the Bible says, I will create an escape route unto you. It means that you will not die there. It means that that's not going to be to your death or to your downfall. God is going to actually teach you a lesson and then create an escape route unto you. That's exactly what He's going to do. And I want you guys to just note that. So today I want to do a little bit of marriage quickly. Then before I go back to sleep, because people have been calling me, Pastor Lai, you need to go to sleep. You need to go and sleep. You need to rest. Well, we are going to rest, but at the same time, we need to do the work. The work is there. The rest will come. All right, the rest is going to come, and the work is there. We got to do it. All right, so please go ahead and share this video on your wall so that we can get more people connected tonight. Now, let's do a little bit of marriage. You know me. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. All right, there is nothing I'm going to gain. There is nothing a pastor, you know, will gain by telling the lie. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, about this whole stuff. Marriage is actually complicated. Marriage is actually very challenging. Don't allow anybody to tell you anything otherwise. Marriage is complicated. Marriage is very difficult. Very, very. You cannot just say, oh, I'm in marriage. It's going to be good. Let's go and play. Let's kill all the kaka ones and the palmer ones. And let's kill every devil. Let's kill all this, all that. The devil is never going to die. The witches and wizards are never going to die. The kaka worm and the palmer worm are never going to die. These people are actually created by God. God said, "These are my army. They are created by me. They are my army. I use them for my purpose." So if you've been wasting your time trying to kill the devil, wasting your time trying to kill the pama worm and the kaka worm or whatever they call them, you've been wasting your effort and you're wasting your time. The time you're supposed to use to build a relationship with God, the time you're supposed to use to build a good life for yourself, the time you're supposed to use. All right? To do that, you are wasting the time. You're wasting that time you're supposed to use. All right? So God did not say, oh, I'm going to kill the devil or I'm going to do this. No, God didn't say that. All right? So we need to be very careful. I'm going to be bringing Sheol. I'm going to bring Sheol on right now. She's here. I can see her right there. What's up, Sheol? How you doing?
Pastor Shala, I am great. You're the only one that can make me come on unplanned.
That is me. The powerful man of God. You know what I'm saying? that was a nice decision.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was an honor.
Right? Now, the topic before us today, we're going to be. I know this is. We didn't plan this at all. I just saw that you're online and say, "Oh, I think Sheol must be here." First thing first, I found out that some of my clients, with their husbands, when I talk about with them, the wife will always come and
Uh-huh.
it's like my
I can hear like a break. It's like a break in transmission,
all right.
Pastor Shala. I'm not sure if it's me. Okay.
All right,
Hello.
I think I'm
Hello,
back.
sir. Oh, you're back. Okay.
I am back right now. Where is Sheol? Sheol, where are you?
I'm
Show your face.
I'm
Sheol,
here.
show your face.
I am here. Can you hear
Show
me,
your
sir?
face. All
Hello,
right.
hello.
We're going to be waiting for Sheol. Sheol will be back now. Um, what am I saying? Hello. All right. I think I'm back, right? Can you guys see me? Please, can I get an update out there? Are you guys able to see me? Are you able to see me? Are you hearing my voice? Uh, can you guys see me, please? Come on, I need somebody. Okay, thank you very much for seeing me. All right, welcome back, Shim.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so the topic before us today is actually very deep.
Okay.
I want you to enlighten us. I'm going to do the same, but I know how good you are when it comes to talking about this whole sexual whatever and all kinds of stuff. So I love to say banging. What do you call it? How do you refer to sex? You said there is a new way to call it, it's not banging. What's the new language?
Pastor Shola,
What's the new language?
the language I know is not acceptable on your show, sir. So let's leave it to
Say it
Bangali.
now. Say it.
But
I'm the one that is telling you. Say the thing. Say the thing. Let us
hey,
hear you.
some of us like to keep
Ah.
it raw, you know. Some of us like to keep
Yeah,
it.
say the right thing. Let's hear the.
We
Maybe
some
you.
of
Maybe see. We are keeping it raw. Maybe you are doing extra super raw.
I'm still a child of
Extra
God.
spicy. You want to get to extra spicy raw, right? Okay, give it to us. What's the name? What's the name? What's the name of it? What
so
do you? How do you refer to it?
some
I
of us
call it
simply
banking.
we say fuck. We're fucking.
That's
Pastor,
fine. That's still
don't allow me.
fine.
Allow me. You know
That's
me as
it.
a
No,
child
that's
of
still
God.
fine. That's still okay. That's still okay. You are not
I
going to. I'm not going to condemn you to hell because of that. You know, that's not. That's not. All right. So, but I call it. I call it banging. You know, that's what I call it. All right. So this guy is saying
Bangali.
my wife will not give up the cooking. All right. And I'm tired of
Hmm.
begging for what belongs to me.
Okay.
Is it true? Is it true that sex from the side of the woman belongs to the man, and the side sex beside, I mean, from the side of the man belongs to the woman? Is that is entitlement, all right,
Yeah.
for him to ask for? And then if he's asking for it and he's not getting it, what do you think he should do?
Hmm. All right. So if we're gonna go according to the Bible, our bodies belong to one another. Once we are married, and under the institution of marriage, our bodies
Yeah.
belong to one another. The Bible says it is clear. There's no two way about that. Now, when it
Okay.
comes to women, or in when we're trying to establish why there's no sexual activity in a marriage, there could be different reasons. Unfortunately, based on where we're from, our culture, and how a lot of us were raised, we find that it's mostly women that tend to not really enjoy the benefits of sex. And because, again, we are very emotional in nature, and our sex drive is mostly tied to our emotions. When that emotions are not tended to, when we're
Mm-hmm.
not fully enjoying the benefit of sex, like there's no orgasm, we start to look at it
Mm-hmm.
as a chore. And those are the reasons that I see that most women withhold the cookie. So in that situation, the man needs to explore, because again, when we talk about men exploring, they start looking at it like, why should I? This is why I say you need to be able to explore. It's not about begging, it's more about conversation, communication. Talk to your wife. Some people don't talk to one another. And you just start
They
feeling
just
like,
say some men will just say one video.
eh,
Is
like
that not good enough?
honestly,
Is that not good enough?
no,
It's
no,
one
it
video.
doesn't. It doesn't work like that. If you're gonna make love to your wife, you should start making love to her
Mm-hmm.
from the morning. That's just how we operate. Men are visual. Whatever you see,
Yeah.
gets you guys turned. Bye. Oh, sorry about that.
Okay.
Whatever you guys see gets you guys, turned on, and you're able to be, erect and ready to go. Women, on the other hand, we need a little bit more stimulation. So usually it doesn't
Okay.
work like that. Unfortunately, that's what we get. Because of the mindset that it's my right, they don't feel like they need to work harder for it. And it's not
Wow.
about working hard, it's just more about attending and paying attention to your woman if you really do love her.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to because there are so many of us men. Many of us, I'm one of them. Many of us men, we want it like every day.
Mhm.
All right, but women will say, okay, it's not. I'm not fighting you. It's not like I'm not angry. I just can't have sex every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So how do we balance this off? You are meant to satisfy me. I don't want to be going outside to get sex. If I want it like 10 times in a day, I should be able to get it. All right. So, but Women on the other hand, they will give it to you at the beginning of the marriage. They'll be dragging you to the bedroom. They'll be holding you down on the couch in the kitchen. They are grabbing you and stuff. And gradually, you start looking for that same attention. You are no longer getting it. And then they will say, "Oh, I can't be doing it every day. Oh, I can't be doing it every day." So how do we balance this out? Me, I want to do it every day.
Before we talk about balancing, right? Let's
Yeah.
really try to understand why it happens. There's something we call the orgasm gap. The orgasm gap mostly is just trying to say that men actually get more orgasm than women. Men actually enjoy sex more than women. There are many reasons why you find a woman who is freaky in the beginning of the marriage. It's just both of you. Hormones are raging. All of that is happening. Then life happens. Our bodies go through pregnancy. Some of us unfortunately lose our sex drive. Some of us lose our, stop getting drive. Things in the marriage start to happen. Life starts to happen. The man that used to give you attention, that used to buy you gifts, that used to tell you sweet words, stop saying those things to you. And those are the things that drive us as women. You men just need to understand that. Yes, there are some freaks like some of us, I'm not mentioning names, who are good to go anytime, right? Because we've raised ourselves to that level. But there's some people, if you are not attending to your woman's emotions, you're not treating her right, you're not saying no sweet words to her, no sweet nothings. The only thing you tell her is, Mama Bola, I'm hungry, give me my food. And then you expect her to always match up to you. It's not gonna happen. When we have explored all of that and everything else is healthy, right? We now need to talk about the physiological changes that might be causing it. Yes, hormonal changes are real in women.
Yeah.
So that's why you cannot really compare a man's drive and a woman's drive. But this is where I say, women, at this point, we understand all of that, but it's still our duty and our responsibility to make sure that our husbands are sexually satisfied. Same way,
Okay.
it's
No, keep going. We're enjoying. We're
yes,
enjoying you. Somebody say, "Right down, sister."
same way it's their duty to also make sure that we're sexually satisfied, because this is one thing people don't like to talk about. If you are not, you have so much gap in your marriage when it comes to sex, you guys are giving room to the devil, believe it or not. You're giving room to the devil in two ways. Yes, the woman might be able to, because again, that's how we are wired. We might be able to say, kids, I'm tired, it's a chore, and not think about sex. But the man, on the other hand, they're not wired that way. So a man who even wants to be faithful, if he is not getting, if it's sex, first of all, there's already that gap. We cannot keep up to their demands as men to women, right? Then you are now hiding the cookie. You're not giving him the cookie. You're pushing him out. I mean, people don't like to hear that when we say that, but it's the fact. Men, they have blood running in their veins just like we do, but they are a little bit more sexual than we are. So even a man who is disciplined, if you're starving him of sex, you are actually pushing him out. It's just a reality. I don't know how to mince words, so that's the
Yeah.
thing.
See, on behalf of a lot of men, I'm saying this stuff. We are very pissed off. We are very, very angry. We are not joking at all. I'm not serious. We are not joking at all. We are so angry. You see, when you see a lot of men these days are very, very angry, it's because of sex.
Mm.
All right, and the way women will turn you down. We'll be talking right now, everything fine. She'll give you your food. You'll be saying, "Hey, oh girl, how you doing?" And then inside of your head, you'll be like, "This woman is calm. Probably tonight is gonna be the night." Then you just reach out to her on the bed, and she's like, "Oh, oh." I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. At that point in time, you feel like I'm just gonna go and look for a side chick right now, just to destroy the whole house. And so we are very pissed off. We are pissed off right now. So the issue, the issue is this: what do you want to tell our men? How do you want us to handle this? We want it. We cannot get it because now you are explaining to us hormonal something or something, something, something. How do we communicate to the hormone and let the hormone understand that, hey, we need this thing? You said make love to them from the morning time. We tried that
Mhm.
one. We try to tickle them in the morning when they are making breakfast just to send a signal. We send rose flower to them at work so that they can know that this guy wants to do something tonight. But at the end of the day, we still make the brick wall. Just
Mm.
imagine my wife will eat all my pepper soup. I will bring pepper soup from outside just to actually just to better. She will eat the pepper soup and say, "Oh, you want to you want to go?" And we are like, okay, what's the cow believe? So when you now get to bed now, I'll reach out like this, "Hey, hey, How do we hold this down? How do we do it?
Oh my
I tell
God.
you, I'm telling you, I don't
You men
understand.
have to understand. You men have to understand one thing, okay? Because of how a marriage is structured a lot of times, women we
Yeah.
often feel like the only power we have, the only weapon we have to get your
Hmm.
attention, to get you guys' sex, right? That's why some people withhold sex. If we're talking about the
Yeah.
hormonal changes and all of that thing, we need to first address communication. There's no
Okay.
fixing this problem without actually communicating. We don't communicate. One big issue that I find is that a lot of women are not sexually satisfied. Most of the time, you men, because you're visual, when you go in, you've already been fantasizing. When you brought that pepper soup, Pastor Shola, you had a motive already in mind. When you were
Of
buying that
course,
pepper soup, you were already thinking how you were going to take off
you
plenty
think
dollar
I'm going to
and
buy pepper
everything.
soup for nothing? You think I'm buying pepper soup for nothing? I can't waste my money now. I have to buy pepper soup for a reason. There is a purpose behind buying the pepper soup.
you
There is
already visual you already visualize the whole act, and I'm sure when you're even coming home, and please forgive me, your manhood is already saying, man, I can't wait, already responding to all of that you know
yeah.
um but for women it really doesn't really work like that, because unfortunately there are too
Yeah.
many factors that have to come in play. So if a woman does not have anything to feel to look forward to, a lot of women are not sexually satisfied in that. This is not an attack against you, Pastor Shola. I'm sending you back to our men also. If you
Mm-hmm.
make sure that your woman, you give her, pay all the attention. This is one fact, scientific fact I always try to tell you men. It takes men
Yeah.
5 to 7 minutes to get to orgasm. It takes women 12
Mm-hmm.
to 13 minutes to get to orgasm. That's like a 5 to 6 minute gap right there that you all have to
Yeah.
make up for. So no matter how
Mm-hmm.
excited you were coming from the pepper soup joint, you need that extra 6 minutes to get her up there. So you can't get in bed and say, within tickle, tickle might not actually do it. Did you actually touch her, her original spot? Did you kiss her neck? Did you touch everything else they're supposed to touch? Does she orgasm?
Women will not
Orgasm.
allow you to touch anything. They will not. When you come with the pepper soup, they will eat it. You are touching their hand, they will let you touch their hand. Understand? They're looking at you and stuff like that. They already had that plan that but they know what you want to do. They will just go and wait for you on the bed. And then you just see them wear jeans. I say, what jeans? What jeans?
I mean, I'm not trying to generalize here. Our women need to do better. Honestly, I will come to women, but I need to first
Yeah.
address one big issue that we see, which is the fact that if a woman, listen, orgasm is beautiful. It's one of the best gifts that God gave to
Yeah.
us as humans. If a woman actually is able to orgasm, she knows that a man will take time and get her
Mm-hmm.
there. Trust me, she will not look at sex as a chore. Unfortunately, if you don't feel like you're orgasming, you're having orgasms, when it comes, you're like, oh my God, today, I mean, he's here again. You look at it as a chore, you're like, man, I don't have that 20 minutes to lay there or 10 minutes to lay there and
Mm-hmm.
you're climbing on top of me. That's how we think, right? So that's one
Mm-hmm.
thing. That's why I keep addressing that. Now, women, I've already supported us. Women, we need to
Mm-hmm.
do better. We need to do better. One of the greatest, one of the worst that you want to ever happen to you, and which we see a lot of going on, is cheating in marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, trust me, 70% of the time, these men are looking for sexual satisfaction. I'm not saying that, a man that will cheat will not cheat, but we need to do our part. We need to understand that men are sexual in nature. And you see, one thing I always try to say, those things that those side chicks do to your husbands, you are capable of doing it. Those things those side chicks do to keep your husbands, you have the power to do it. You just have to change your mindset, change your mentality, communicate with your husband your sexual needs, and you guys get to it. Sex is never going to go anywhere. Sex is beautiful. I'm in my 40s, and women are more freaky in their 40s. So, hey, I bring sex toys if you have to, Pastor Shala. I'll go there.
you mentioned you mentioned something. Actually, I know this guy is actually watching right now. My wife won't give up the cookie. The guy is watching right now, and I think he's learning at this moment that I'm tired of begging for what
Mm,
belongs to me. But now I think he should be able to understand that sometimes it's beyond the control of the woman that is carrying the cookie.
yeah,
The cookie is there. It's not like the cookie is not there, but the person that is carrying the cookie may not be feeling good. It's
absolutely.
possible for the person to be going through. changes in the body, probably some other issues going on in the relationship. It might even be at the workplace,
Yes, sir.
job related problems or health related problems and stuff
Mm-hmm.
that wouldn't allow a woman to give up the cookie. But if your wife is healthy and she's fine and she's still not giving up the cookie, it means that you are a criminal. Something's wrong. You are the one that said it. You are the one that said it that you guys always love to use sex as a weapon to get our attention, a weapon of control, a weapon of punishment, and all that. But
Yeah,
that's against the Bible. That's against the
it
Bible.
is against what the Bible says. Yes, sir.
So
I
how
agree.
do you advise the women to actually stop doing that?
Yes, it's definitely, there's no two ways about it. Please don't look at me as me condemning you. I'm just looking for a
Yeah.
solution. As long as you are willing to stay in your marriage, as long as both of you want to, you have your marriage to work. If you don't want your marriage anymore, then please take a bow. I mean, no two way about it. If you want your marriage, you got to be able to stay in it. If you don't want your marriage, you got to be able to stay in it.
Wow, internet is fluctuating here. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's going on? Oh God. No. All right. Yeah. Since she's coming back. Wow. 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 Okay, we're going to be waiting. We're going to be waiting for Sean to be back. Um. So, like we were saying, this young man is married to. Okay, Sean is back. Oh,
Pastor
oh, Sean
Shola,
is gone
what
again.
happened?
Ah,
It's our Wi-Fi.
maybe you guys. Maybe
Oh,
you have like about 17 different stuff connected to the Wi-Fi at the same time.
oh, probably so. Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
All right, we can see you now. You go ahead.
Oh, all right. I'm not sure what's happening. Sorry about that. Okay, so if you are dedicated and you want your marriage to work and you are committed to that marriage, sex is an important part of your marriage. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody tries to sugarcoat it. All that talk about
Mhm.
sex is not food. It's an absolute lie. Sex is food to your marriage, to the survival of your marriage. Yes, there
Sex,
might be
sex is
situations.
sex is my life.
Sex is, I mean, and there are lots of benefits to sex. Sex is a stress reliever. Sex is a good communication tool. You guys can solve, issues over sex. You can pray over sex,
Mhm.
whatever it is. So please do better with it. Stop withholding sex from your men. I'm telling you, you are going to drive them out there. That's a reality. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything to you, especially
Mhm.
now that these men can get it. Listen, and it's for both ways now. Technology has made life easy for people to connect all over the world.
Yeah.
All it takes is just they'll fly to use that going to work somewhere. They'll go connect with somebody that'll give them good sex, and they may never come back again. God help you. Let them land in the bed of somebody that'll handle them well. So
Mm,
please,
mm,
women, withholding sex goes against what the Bible says. If there's any issue
mhm,
you have to deal with, please deal with it. If there is cheating, discuss it, because again, if a woman is involved with a man who's cheating, I would not say she
mhm.
should risk her life that way and continue to risk her life. If whatever issue it is, please discuss with your husband and you guys should fix it.
All right. You are going this direction. You're going. I just love it. I just love it big time. All right. Now you said something. Initially, you said that sex must be done correctly, and that some women can actually withdraw from actually having sex with you because you are not. They are not really. They are not excited anymore. Probably you are not doing the way you're supposed to do it, and all kinds of stuff. Now let's flip it around. How about women that always love, they just lie down like a log of wood? The guy is active. The guy wants to do the banging real good. The guy wants to give it to her all 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? The guy is ready to go from the back to the front, from spinning all around, helicopter, wheelbarrow, all manners of things. But the woman is just looking at him to, can't you just do missionary style and then just go to bed and stuff. And this guy is very adventurous. Now, how do we encourage our women to actually be very active and put a little bit more of what do you call it, hard work into sex, so they can be able to thrill their husband and get this guy to club number 76?
Yeah. Sex is hard work. Don't get me wrong, it is hard work, but it is
Yeah.
worth it. One thing, I don't want to make excuses for women, but one thing I would like our men to understand is a lot of women, especially those of us who are raised in the African culture, a lot of us were raised to actually look at sex as something that's not to be discussed. We're raised to look at sex as a shameful thing. A lot of us did not get sex education at all.
Yeah. Wow. What's wrong with
That
this
was that our
internet?
parents
Wow. All right, she's gone again. Let's wait. She's going to be back. The Wi-Fi is fluctuating over there. Well, as we were saying, sex is actually a very major part of relationship. Very, very major, very big part of relationship. Anybody who is actually running away from it, here she comes. Here she is. Here she is. All right, you were saying something. Hello?
Pastor
Oh,
Shola,
it's
please
just.
forgive me. I'm not home, so maybe that's why. I came visiting someone. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
okay. You are using your data.
Yes, so that's what's happening.
Oh, yeah,
And I
that's
was
the
actually using
problem
their
right there.
Wi-Fi. I was using their Wi-Fi, but their Wi-Fi seems to be have so much connected. That's why I switched off of it.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'm
that's
trying my
okay.
data now. Let's hope it works.
All right, let's see how it works.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Okay. All right, let me
We can hear
quickly
you now.
answer this last question. It's very important.
Please do.
Okay,
Please do. Yeah.
so I was saying that, yeah, I was saying that a lot of us did not get the right sex education. We look at sex as a shameful thing, and then when we now got married, that we now have the license certificate to do it. A lot of us went into with little or no education or little or no experience about it. And yes,
Mm-hmm.
the only thing we know is mommy and daddy kind of sex, which is lay down, daddy lies on top of us, and we don't know anything about
Mm.
exploration. This is where I now say, yes, that's the excuse. For women, that is not enough. I was raised like
Mm.
every other Nigerian woman. I was raised by a lady evangelist mother, by the way. And here I am today.
Okay.
I am lecturing and coaching women on sex education. What I did was I
So,
realized that, right, you know, I realized that it was something that I was missing out on when it comes to sex. And I took a journey and I started to discover myself, discovered my body,
mm-hmm.
learned about my body, and I started to learn what please women. Even the missionary, they don't do missionary style anymore. What is missionary style? There are lots of styles that can help you. Honestly. So please, you need to be more explorative. You need to be more big body in bed, man. You
Big body,
you
eh,
will
Joe.
find out that laying down mission big body man for real. You find out that laying down missionary style would not even get you to orgasm. You find out that riding, getting on top of your man, you taking control and you can control how his penis touches your clitoris and you're able to orgasm. It's just about changing your mindset. So please change your mindset and your attitude towards sex. If you need a little bit more help, reach out to sex coaches like myself and we'll help you out. I mean, it's not a big
Yeah.
deal. It's not a big deal at
That's
all.
it. That's it. That's it. Before you go, I want to take one little time off from you before you go. Is it possible for a woman to feel pain during sex and may not want to actually submit to sex like constantly because of the pain? And then
Yes.
if that's happening, what do you think that kind of a woman should do or could do?
Okay. Okay. Having experiencing pain during sex is not normal. So if you are experiencing pain, it could be for different reasons. It could be for the positioning. Some people, someone like me, I don't like doggy style because doggy style hurts because of the positioning. It could be your positioning. That's what you have to learn. So for some women, you
You
can
don't like
definitely.
doggy style. How about
I
catting
do not
catting
like
style?
doggy. I like every other person. Shall leave me, oh, leave me.
How about the
Hey.
one with the cat? How about giraffe? You like
Yeah, it's just important that we talk about these things because those things are actually happening. It's not normal. So it could be your positioning. Some people people, it could be like their husband's penis is a little big. And so at that point, you have to control the penetration. And this is where I always
Mm-hmm.
advise also communication. So you can lie on top and you're able to control the penetration and how deep it goes. Because some men, they don't care. Oh. That's the one thing. Men feel like it's just you banging and banging, Bengali and Bengalis. You know, that was nothing doing. When you're banging, you're causing your wife a lot of discomfort and pain, and she's not going to look
Yeah.
forward to it another time. Sometimes you might need to just watch the reaction of your wife, or and then you don't have to go all the way inside now. So if
Mm.
that's the case, please explore, change your positioning. If you've done that and you're still having pain, you might need to see an OBGYN. There might be an infection going on, or there might be other things
Mm-hmm.
that we need to explore, that you need to fix.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming on the show with me.
Thank
So
you,
I
sir.
let
Thank
me
you.
let me
Always a
just let you
pleasure.
enjoy your moment. All right. God bless you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir. God bless you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Let's go to it quickly. Pastor, if a man wants acrobatic style, he should get the woman a house help. All right. I'm going to get to this point right now. I understand that it's possible for a woman to have overworked herself, and you know me. I'm actually for you women. I understand that too much of work, can actually make you tired, and you feel like, okay, I don't want sex right now. It's not really because you're tired. It's just because you're hungry. Most of the time, it's because you're angry. The guy is not helping out. Uh, at the moment of you being tired, sex can give you a kind of can actually, give you a little bit of push and can give you a little bit more of energy when you enter into sexual relationship. When you're down, you need sex. But because you guys are angry, this guy didn't help me, so I'm gonna just say no. I'm not having sexual relationship with you. And the guys are angry. They're kind of like, okay, I'm begging for what belongs to me. And like Sharon just said, you are not supposed to actually refuse it because based on the scriptures, you are not supposed to deny your husband of anything. All right. But the issue is just that we have to be very smart. And what we need to do is to be able to help ourselves. Let the husband help the wife and let the wife help the husband. By the time we are able to, by the time we're able to give the kind of help needed, it will be very easy. It will be very, very easy for your wife to be sexually active and be able to release the cookie at any point in time. If you make your wife happy, if you respect your husband, if you do what you're supposed to do as a woman or as a man, all right, sex is going to be like a reward that your wife will give to you just to say thank you. Sex is going to be something like your husband will be able to give to you to just appreciate you and say thank you. All right? We all need to understand that we have a responsibility. And that responsibility is not going to do itself. We have to do it. A man's supposed to build a wife, like I said, not in one of my posts, but a lot of people don't understand it. If you are looking for a happy wife, if you are looking for a very happy wife, a very loyal wife, a woman that is hardworking, a woman that is faithful, godly woman, you're looking for a woman that is a go-getter, you're looking for a woman that is sexy, you can never find one. None. You can't find nobody like that. But if actually that's what you want, you have to build one. What do I mean? I mean you must become what you're looking for. You must become what you're looking for. You must become what you're looking for. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a godly woman, then you be godly. I'm looking for a very respectful woman, then you be respectful. All right? You are looking for a hardworking woman, then you'll be a hardworking man. Oh, I'm looking for a very sexy wife, then you'll be sexy too. So whatever it is that you're looking for in your partner, you must first of all become. To find that partner, you must become that you're looking for. And that's very, very important because you have to build a wife. You have to be respectful to find a respectful husband or wife. You have to be loyal to find a man that will be loyal to you. You have to be godly to find a woman that will be godly and be able to thank God for your behalf. All right? You have to do everything and become everything. Don't just be looking for what is not going to come to you. What you're not, you cannot get. What you are not, you cannot get. You get what you are. All right? If you see your wife is angry, you are a hungry man. You see your wife is actually not loyal. You are not a loyal person. Your wife is very angry because you're angry too. Just look at children. When they live in an environment where parents yell, they themselves will start yelling because they are learning from it. All right? So you want to build a wife that will actually be nice, be good. You better be good. Be good yourself. And that's what's going to happen. No, if she's not giving up the cookies, something must be wrong. Something must be wrong. Oh, he's not giving up the banana. Something must be wrong. And I've said this many times. You need to stop, think, investigate, find out what the truth is, and then fix anything that is wrong in your relationship. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until next week. Because we always wait. Oh, I'm gonna wait. Oh, I'm gonna wait. As you're waiting, you are wasting time and you are building a bigger situation that will never go. All right? The more you waste the time, you need to deal with the stuff now. Attend to that situation now. Sit and talk about what is going on in your relationship. Talk about what is going on in your relationship. Talk about the issue that is getting you angry. Don't just be angry. This is what I tell my clients. You can't just be angry. Stop being angry. This relationship is actually for forever. You are inside of this marriage forever. It's not something you're going to do for 5 years or 10 years and be done. No. This is not college. This is not college that you're going to go for 5 years or 4 years or 7 years. No. It's not. This is something that you're supposed to be, a kind of a relationship you're supposed to be for life. So you need to understand how to handle it. You don't want to get angry. This is not the time to get angry. Anger can never bring forth anything good. Nothing good can ever come from being angry. You'll be angry, and then when you're angry, pride is going to tell the other person, like, why is he talking to you like that? Why is she talking to you that way? And that other one wants to retaliate. And then the next thing is they're going to now start shouting and yelling. But start saying it's going to be yelling. It's a yelling. And then anger is never going to bring any solution whatsoever. Anger is never going to give you guys any kind of way forward. Anger is never going to bring forth any kind of peace. It's going to ruin it all. It's going to ruin it all. So in anything that you do, always remember it's all about dialogue. It's about sitting down as a matured couple, matured man, matured woman, to discuss issue. I'm not saying don't be angry, but be angry and don't sin. That's the standard of the Bible. Be angry, but don't sin. In your anger, it means that you're showing how displeased you are, but it's not going to be to the extent that you're going to now start slapping the woman, beating up the woman, cursing the woman, insulting the woman or the man or whatever you do. Every time you raise your hand to beat your wife, you're committing a sin. Every time you insult them, you're committing a sin. Every time you abuse them, you're committing a sin. Be angry, but don't sin. Sit down together, ask questions. I tell my clients this. Is it too difficult to do? Can you do this? So what, Pastor? Ask questions. You see, I come to see something. I come to see something very strange. What is strange that I see is that a lot of African women, they know that their husbands are cheating. And they always say something. And they'll say, in as much that is not bringing them home, I'm fine. I want to get it. I really do want to get it. In as much that is not bringing them home, I'm fine. I understand you want to live and be able to be in your marriage and you want to sit in your marriage and whatever. But I believe that if you know your husband is cheating, at least ask questions. Why? Am I not pleasing? Am I not good enough? Why are you going out to cheat? Why are you leaving us in a home to go somewhere 3 days, 4 days cheating all around? All right? I think you should ask questions. I think you should. I think you are qualified to ask questions. Not just to live a life are pretending everything is all right. You are living in sorrow and you come out and smiling. I don't really think that kind of a lifestyle is the best anyway, because you're actually going to be grieving every day. You are not going to be happy. You're going to be depressed in your life, and that's going to affect your performance at work. And then soon they're going to fire you. So you're going to make mistakes. It's going to affect you in church. It's going to affect you everywhere. It's going to affect you everywhere you go. So many women, they just take it. They say, okay, I can't ask him questions. I can't sit down to have a conversation with my husband. We can't talk. So the best thing for me to do is just to keep quiet. In as much as not bringing them home, I'm fine. In as much as not bringing them home, I'm fine. That's not a lifestyle. That's not the way life's supposed to be. Men are supposed to give room for question and answer. As a married man, your responsibility is to answer questions. That's one of your responsibilities. Question and answer is not supposed to be something you actually say no to. You're supposed to embrace question and answer. Because question and answer will give room for clarity. Question and answer will give room for settlement. Question and answer will not give room for assumption. Question and answer will not give rooms for all kinds of negativity. The woman can be angry, and the moment she's able to ask questions and you're able to answer truthfully, everything is going to melt down. And that's the stuff that we should do. Don't just live your life pretending all is well by sweeping issues under the carpet. You're going to come back to meet them later down the road. And the reason many of the women today are refusing you sex as a man is because they could not ask you questions. It's because they don't have the power to ask you questions. They are not able to ask questions because they are not given that authority, that privilege to ask questions. So the next thing they want to do is just to enter into their shells, and they become angry, and they cannot just imagine you just sleeping on top of them. After you've gone all around the place sleeping all over with other women, and you want to come over and sleep with her on her own bed, it's not doable for them. It's not doable for them. So they withdraw and they enter into their shells. You are going to continue to get angry. You are going to continue to be angry. Because if you are not ready to answer questions, if you are not ready to change your ways, if you are not ready to be respected and respect other people, then you will continue to get into this situation whereby you say, my wife is not giving up the cookie. I'm tired of begging for what belongs to me. It belongs to you, but what exactly are you doing about it? How are you treating that belongs to you? How are you protecting that belongs to you? How are you respecting that belongs to you? What exactly are your future plans for that belongs to you? What exactly are you doing to enhance the joy, the happiness of that belongs to you? What exactly are you doing to create a future for that belongs to you? That's very important questions that you're supposed to ask yourself. Why are the women no longer giving up the cookie? They are not giving it up because they could not see a future. Because some of them are not happy. They are depressed. Because you refuse to talk to them. You treat them like slaves. Because you do not respect them as your wife. And because you're cheating on them. Because you are not faithful. Because you are a liar. Because you are not being straight with them. You see, if you can be straight with a woman, be connected, be loyal, you will see that women too will actually reciprocate. Like that was I saying, that if you want a loyal man, a loyal woman, be loyal. If you want a truthful woman, be truthful. If you want a woman that is transparent, be transparent. If you want a woman that is sexy, be sexy. If you want a woman that's actually godly, be godly. Whatever it is that you're able to put into your life, that's exactly what your wife will mimic. And she will become that in your life. You can have sex with a woman every day if you want. All you got to do is to do your responsibilities. Help her in the kitchen. See how your life is going to change. I don't want you to fast and pray for 3 days. I don't want you to pray on the mountain. You're having marital difficulty right now. Your wife is angry as hell. She's no longer giving up the cookie. Do this one thing tonight. Just this one thing tonight. Go to the kitchen Help your wife to wash all the dishes there. Clean the bathroom. Take care of the stove. Take the trash out. Lay the bed. Clean the bathroom, and then come back and sit down and see if your wife will come back out to say thank you for all of this stuff, and see if she's not going to give up the cookie that same night. I just wanted to just think about it. Women need help. They need help. All right? They need a lot of help. If you can help them out, you will see they don't labor for a long time. Don't labor for a long time. You don't have to go to the mountain, don't pray and fast, don't do nothing. All you need to do is just to go into that kitchen, just help her out. It's possible for her to be in the kitchen. Take your phone right now as you listen to me to the kitchen and ask her, what do you want me to do for you? And then she will tell you, oh, can you help me to do this? Can you help me to do that? And as you're helping, you begin to see her changing. She will talk to you more. She'll touch you more. The taste of the food is going to be totally different tonight. The dinner is going to be served in a special way. And you will find out tonight the sex is going to be totally different. I'm going to tell you, if you can just do this, you can just do this. Drag your wife to the living room. Let her go and watch TV with you. Sit down together. Let her watch her own best show. Don't compete with the remote control. Whatever she's watching, watch that stuff with her. Communicate about what you're watching. Talk about those things. All right? Then when you finish, ask her what's her day like. Talk to her about your office. Open up your mouth and share with her what you've been through. Let her share her own, experience during the day. And ask her a question, what do you want to become in life? Which areas are you struggling? How do I come in? What do you want me to do to help? And you'll see that your life is going to change. Things are going to be more better. If you can stay home and become the best friend of your wife, the best friend of your husband. Sex is actually very tiny, very small. Very, very small. You don't have to beg for it. You don't have to beg for sex. You don't have to say, please give it. Give it to me. Please, I need it. Please, I need it. No, you don't have to. All you need to do is to do your responsibility. Your responsibility is not just to bring money. Your responsibility is not just to bring money home. Your responsibility is not just to pay bills. Your responsibility over your wife is for you to be able to sit with her, help her out, find a way to strengthen her, invest into her life, and whatever it is that she wants to become in life, help her to get there. Because women do throw their own lives away. Many of them, they throw their lives away to live the life of their husbands. And that's why when they get divorced, it's very difficult for them to find a ground to stand on. For 30 years, for 12 years, they have already tossed their own lives out of the window. I was saying something yesterday. I said, do you know why we need to celebrate wedding anniversary? We need to celebrate wedding anniversary just because you ask that woman on bended knee, will you marry me? Will you marry me? Will you marry me is just a question. The answer must come before any wedding will take place. She didn't even think about it. She threw her life away, just like right that same minute, when she said, yes, I will. She did not think. Because if she could think and just come to me and say, Pastor, I'm about to say yes, can you share with me what is at stake? It's possible for her not to say yes. If a lot of women today, if they know what they know right now, after they've gotten married, maybe they wouldn't have said yes when you asked them that question. And the wedding anniversary is just to celebrate them for saying yes. Thank you for saying yes. Thank you for throwing your life into the same direction with mine. Thank you for joining this particular journey with me. Thank you for sacrificing for my life. Thank you for loving me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You'll never believe it. That's exactly why we celebrate wedding anniversary. It's not a time you should forget. You're not supposed to forget that time. You're supposed to remind her that I have not forgotten. I have not forgotten that moment when I asked the question and you said yes. I've not forgotten that time. I cherish that time. I will never forget it in my life. That was a big sacrifice on your part to join me and to walk the same journey with me. I'm not going to lie to you. That's the time. And that's why you need to celebrate that moment. You celebrate that moment like every time. You're not supposed to forget it. And when you're buying a gift, you're not buying the same gift you bought last year. You're buying a gift, something that will actually surprise her, something that will make her to understand that you're very sensitive to her needs, something that will make her to feel, yeah, I think this man is really in love with me. You need to put a lot into the wedding anniversary. Put a lot into it. A lot into it. I just came to that understanding recently, and I think I need to change my life too. I need to change the way I handle it because that moment is a very very valuable time when they say, "Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm ready to go all the way with you." All right, and then you're supposed to celebrate their birthdays the day they were born because I didn't mean they are still in heaven. You won't be able to marry them today. You won't be. They deserve to be celebrated. There are some people they will say, "I cursed the day I was born," you know, because their life is miserable. You're miserable. But some people deserve to be celebrated because she's your wife, the mother of your children, the mother of your children. You need to celebrate her. Celebrate her. You don't have to celebrate Mother's Day. You don't have to. But it's actually very important, very good for you to do so. All right? Because she's the mother of your kids. As you're celebrating your mother, you celebrate your wife. You celebrate your wife. Very important. So you will see that so many celebrations to be done. So many proofs of love, so many ways for you to show love, for you to say, yes, I do love this woman. Yes, I love this man. And you will now see that the woman will start planning surprise parties for you, surprise birthday party for my husband, surprise birthday party, 48th birthday, 50th birthday, surprise this, surprise that. I saw a video of a woman that bought a yacht for her husband. Yeah, on February 14th. Double celebration there. Thank you. I saw a woman that bought a yacht for the husband. Your wife can buy you anything. You never believe it. You never believe it. Your wife, she can buy you anything. All she's demanding for is just tiny little things. Tiny little things that you put your mind into. It might not be it might not be more than $20. Might not be more than $50. Might not even be up to $100. But a gift that you put your soul into. A gift that you put your whole heart into. That you actually decided, I'm gonna find this thing. I know if I'm able to find this thing, it will gladden the heart of my wife. I'm telling you. All these little stuff will never allow a woman to actually padlock the door of the cookie. It will always be available to you. It will always be available to you. The body of the woman will be available to you. But if you are not that kind of a nice man, you are not kind of a man that is responsible, your touch is going to feel like thorns in her flesh. Your breath is going to be like that of a gorilla. Your sweat will not be anything that she will want to even perceive. You lying down on top of her is going to be like a whole big rock slipping upon her that she want to choke. The feeling of love is never going to be there. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know how you want to sleep on top of a woman that is dead. She's dead emotionally. dead spiritually. She's dead when it comes to love. She might be alive in the spirit, in the flesh, but she's no longer connected with you. So I think we men we need a lot of more learning to do. We need to learn about how to handle our business. Our business. We need to respect our wives, help our wives, help them to do things, help them to take care of the kids, help them to take care of the children in the house, help them to wash and clean the kitchen, help them to do laundry, iron the clothes, sweep the floor, vacuum the floor, do all that kind of stuff. Some men will not even cut the grass. Just imagine, some men will not even cut the grass of the house. You will go to some people to go and visit them. You will see the wife pushing lawnmower. You will be so surprised. You'll be asking yourself questions. Say, hello, madam, where is your husband? Oh, he's inside, he's watching TV. Some men can't even wash their own cars. They will just drive it and drive it like that. It is the wife that you will see at the car wash washing cars. Oh my God. You will never see a man. Some Nigerian men, you can't see them outside during the trash day, Wednesdays and Saturdays. He is not outside. He can't even push the trash can outside. No, he cannot. All because I'm bringing home money. Cannot. They don't even know the day they come to pick the trash. Some men don't know the day they come to pick the trash. Some men don't know nothing about it. They have never opened the mailbox before. They only see mails on the counters, on the kitchen table. They see mails there. They don't even know where the key or the number of their house or the mailbox. They don't even know it. You know? Thank you, Pastor Patrick, for that. Thank you. You know? They don't even know. They don't even open mailbox. They don't know anything. Oh, I'm bringing no money. I'm bringing no money. How much are you bringing? All right? And then you will see, when somebody knocks the door in the middle of the night, the men will go and hide. You will see some African men will go and hide inside closet. When somebody is banging the door around 2 o'clock in the morning, it is the woman that will go there and say, who is that? Who is the person knocking? It is the voice of a woman you're going to hear. Where is your husband? He's hiding inside the closet. He's hiding. Some women, some men can't confront armed robber. You go and hide somewhere. You hide. You know, life should be handled the way it should. Personally, I think everything will work right if all of us, if we are able to sacrifice. It's all about sacrificing for long. It's all about sacrificing. It's all about sacrificing. You know, you want a happy home, sacrifice for it. Alone, that's it. I'm telling you. You want a happy home, sacrifice for it. What am I supposed to do if I want a happy home? Just stay with your wife. Be loyal. Help her out. Stay with her. And the wife will do the same. And the two of you will glue together. You will enjoy your marriage. The kind of peace you're looking for, you will see. Your husband, your wife may not be acrobatic, may not be able to jump and spin and do whatever. If all she could do is just to lie down there, and you can go there and start picking up her leg and straightening it and doing whatever, enjoy it. If our ringtone is not that loud, why do you need a very loud ringtone for? What do you want to do with a loud ringtone? Oh, it makes you feel like a man. You're doing a good job. All right. You can plug a radio or plug a tape. Let the ringtone recorded on the stuff. Increase the volume so that The whole place will be saying, yeah, woo, yeah. Maybe that's going to do it for you. All right? And the little training you can give to your wife, try as much to train her so that she too can be body gradually. She can be body gradually. So whatever it is that you want to enjoy your marriage, input it, put it inside, and build it gradually. If you want your banana sucked, talk about it. Don't just be angry. You don't know how to do sex. So what do you want her to do? Don't be angry. How do you want it? What do you want her to do? You want your banana soft? Say it. She is not angel. She cannot know what is inside of you. Talk about it. Train her. You want him to lick the cookie? Say it. Do you have to kill yourself on top of that one? Is there any big deal in you saying that kind of stuff? Oh, I want you to lick the cookie. Oh, simple as ABC. Simple as ABC. One man said to me, he said, Pastor, I told my wife I want my toe sucked because I saw it in one movie. I said, really? You've been watching pornographic movie or what are you watching? They're sucking the toes. Why do you want your toes sucked? That's a nasty stuff. Your stupid leg that stinks like a no man's business. Go and smell your own shoe. Go and smell your shoe and see how your toes smell it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your leg is stinking. No, really go leave it alone. Don't go to the feet. Leave the thing on normal sex. Why do you want to kill yourself by watching Oyibo people do nasty stuff? You kill her here. You know, all in the sake of you want to enjoy sex, you're actually just trying every nasty stuff. You don't even understand what you're doing. You don't. You don't understand what you're doing. Another woman said, Pastor Jola, my husband went and brought all of these belts and stuff, and he said he wants to belt me to the belt and belt my leg and tie everything to the bed, and he wants to do it like that. And I said, you will need to go and see doctor. So I asked him, I said, maybe he's not using his medication or something must be wrong with my husband wants to tie me up to the bed. If he needs to tie me, go up me down. He said, well, what kind of a man are you? Where are you seeing this thing? I saw it in a movie. The way you saw it in a movie, are you supposed to do it? Nigerian people, please, I want to beg you. I want to beg you guys, please, I beg you in the name of God. I beg you in the name of God. I don't know exactly what you guys are just trying to do. I don't know. Alright? I don't know. Is that time first? Make the tie the man first. I don't know what you guys are trying to do. You know, a husband that is trying to lure the wife to bring her friends so they can do threesome. Nigerians, come on. Come on. Come on. I think it's time for we Nigerians to wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. For real, it's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to wake up. And it's time for us to do the right thing. You know. So whatever it is that you want, you can put it into your marriage. Whatever you want, put it in your marriage. But just talk about it. Stop getting angry. Wives, husbands, can we do that? Can we do that? Can we stop getting angry. Instead of you getting angry, learn to ask questions. And see, as a man, let me say this and then I'll go. As a man, um, if you know you want your wife to answer questions, you must as well answer questions. You must stop running away from Daddy Funke Muferi you. Brother Tokumba, I need to see you. Brother Dimeji, we have to sit down and talk. Oh. You see, African men, whenever your wife is saying we have to sit down and talk, it's not always negative. The woman is not trying to accuse you of doing anything. Sometimes it's all about clarity. Sometimes it's about information that they're not getting. Sometimes they want to talk so that you know where they are. When you refuse and you run away from talking, you don't understand, they feel alone. And they feel like they don't belong in your life because you are actually pushing them out of your life. They see certain things that is going on in your life and they are not part of it. Do you know how many of you Nigerian women don't have your name on the properties of your husband? Many of you. You don't have your names on the properties of your husband. The husband will just go to Nigeria and just buy a land on his own name. And then he will start lay the foundation on his own name. And then he will complete the building on his own name. And your name is not there. Sometimes these women want to talk and ask why. Sometimes they just want to ask why. You've been to Nigeria 3 times already. You have not even stopped by my parents' house just to say hi to them. Why? Why? You just want to know. So you have questions, you got questions to ask the women, but you don't want to answer questions. That's never going to make things work correctly. It's not going to make things work. It will not work. It won't. No, it won't work. Well, it's good for us to live a good life. I want to quickly just say this finally, that women, men, it's time for us to sacrifice. It's time for us to actually shoot for a good marriage. Let's put the devil to shame, guys. Let's put the devil to shame, guys. Let's make the devil feel bad. Alright? Let's be faithful. Let's try. Let's be loyal. Let's be transparent. Alright? And let the devil be put to shame. There is nothing wrong in you loving your wife. Nothing. There's nothing wrong in your wife loving you. And that's going to take you guys far, 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 far. May the God Almighty bless you. In Jesus' name. Have a beautiful Sunday, everybody. And before I go, I want you guys to dance. You can dance to this music a little bit. And then I'll come back to say bye-bye.
I want to go Baba. You won't be Olúwa ṣe ìbàtáyé yọ mí ẹ̀yin làbò mi ìbàtáyé kọ mí ẹ̀yin lọ sàtọ Jésù òmòrè ẹ máa kú ìtọ́jú mi ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ kú ìtọ́jú mi òmòrè ẹ máa kú ìtọ́jú mi o ẹ ṣé gan ẹ máa ṣe o ẹ kú ìtọ́jú mi òmòrè òmòrè. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ kú ìtọ́jú mi. A dúpẹ́ bàbá fún oore ńlá rẹ̀. Èmi dúpẹ́ bàbá fún oore àánú rẹ̀. Ìgbà táyé yẹ mí, ẹ̀yin mo sàtàn. Ìgbà táyé yẹ̀yẹ́ mi ẹ̀yin mo ṣàtọ̀ Jésù mo mú orí ẹ̀yìn pọ̀ lórí mi. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ kú ìtọ́jú mi. Èmi mo rẹ Jésù o. Ẹ ṣé gan ni orí rírí jẹ́ rírí mo rírí lọ Jésù mo mọ̀ rẹ. Let me sing it this way. Say, mo dúpẹ́ bàbá, wọ́n fẹ́ láàrin. Ògbénu Adélé bọ̀ ṣògo, ó wá jùbọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀. Torí bọ́dún ṣe bọ́dún láyé o, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni oore rẹ̀ láyé mi bọ̀ sí. Pèsè ọpẹ́ nìkan, ṣùgbọ́n ó ṣe wọ́n tí mo lè ṣe. Jésù mo mú orí, ẹ máa kú ìtọ́jú mi. Ẹ ṣé gan, ó wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ kú ìtọ́jú mi. Oore o, oore àná, oore òní o. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, ẹ kú ìtọ́jú mi. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ kú ìtọ́jú mi. Èmi nìkan ló yẹ, kò lè yé ẹnì kankan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ìdí tí mo fi yìn bàbá. Jésù nìkan ló yẹ, èmi nìkan ló yẹ lóye. Èmi nìkan ló yẹ. Kò lè yé ẹnì kankan. Kò lè yé ẹnì kankan. They will never understand. Ìdí tí mo fi yìn bàbá. Listen now. They don't understand. Kò lè yé wọn. They can never understand. Kò lè yé wọn rárá rárá o. What the Lord has done for me. Ohun tó ló wá ṣe fún